Hello, the internet. This is Kev Dossie Cards, and I want to first say hello, and because I know this is the first video that I'm going to record for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. So this is my first time that I'm showing my voice because usually I put some songs and show off some cards. But today is something different. Today I'm going to do a grading reveal of Legion's Grading Service, or LGS. So I stumbled across them or upon them on eBay because I saw one of their slabs for a card that I was just searching through. So, and usually when I look at a slab, I'm kind of interested in the company, the grading company. So I went to the website and then I messaged them. And the person who reached out to me, I believe his name is Matt, and he gave me the opportunity to send one card as a sample for free to test out their service, to test out their customer service, their slab, how their grading work, everything. And I got that card back, and I'll show it to you right now. It is this Shaquille O'Neal rookie card. And one thing that got my attention was the grade. As you can see, it is altered or authentic altered. So I knew that this company wasn't joking around. I can tell that this company, because usually I know there's these grading companies, these bigger grader companies that people talk about, and I know that's a topic that's very hotly debated. It's like which company is the best. If it's not graded by PSA or Beckett, then it's useless. I kind of disagree with that, to be honest. I think with these other companies, especially the smaller companies, I feel like they can be as valuable because I do see that these cards, whether it's graded by PSA or not PSA or Beckett or not Beckett or LGS, they could be sold for about the same price. Most of the cards, that is. Now there's some higher end cards that can sell for a higher price, but in this case, like because most of my cards in my collection are not high end, they're more like low to mid end. So usually they'll be sold at the same price or similar price, very close. So, but what I like about this company, because I know with all these other smaller grading companies, is that they usually give out tens, but this one gave me an altered, authentic altered, which I thought was very nice. I thought this was okay. This grading company is very, they actually graded this card. They weren't giving some random 10 just to make my life happy. This is a legit grading company with very fast customer service, and it's $8 per card plus shipping depending on how many cards you buy. But overall, a very very affordable service, and customer service very fast. They I send an email and usually I get a response about 5 hours or less. So this is the first card that I sent, and today I'm going to show you a 10 card submission that I did. So let me open this and let's get going. Look at that. As you can see, I got an LGS card stand. So usually they cost about $3 per stand, but I think they gave it to me complimentary. So thank you, LGS, for that. All right. So I see another box. So wow, really good packaging for sure. Some more LGS stands. I think I did 10 cards. So did they give me 10 stands? Let's see. 3, 7, yeah, 10. So 10 stands. Wow, I'm blown away. So again, they cost $3 per stand, but they gave me all 10 of them included in the price. So I didn't pay $30 at all for these stands. They gave it to me complimentary. Thank you once again, LGS. Really do appreciate it. Let's take some more out. Well, actually, there's 11, or let's see. Oh no. Now, Matt from LGS did tell me that they're going to send me back the card savers. So, I don't have to lose them or buy new ones. So, again, thank you for that. Very nice offer. Yeah, nice offer. And yeah, here's my 10th stand. And let's go to the white box. Okay, here we go. The white box that will contain the mysteries of my grades. Alright, so let's open it. Oh, as you can see, LGS. Nice sticker, I like it. I like it. Again, so let me give you the rundown of my submission. So I sent this submission about 3 weeks ago. So 3 weeks ago, I live in Florida, and the company is in California. So I sent I sent the box, or I sent a package order 3 weeks ago. So they're talking about early July of 2025. I believe today is the 28th, I believe. So July 7th, July 8th is when I sent the cards. They went to the company headquarters a week later, so July 16th, and they sent back the order on July 18th, I believe. But for some reason, the Postal Service did a mess up, and it took me about 2 weeks to get my order. So usually grading with this company, they say 20 business days, but by the time my order arrived to LGS in California, it took them about a day, or 2 days at max. And then I got a notification from USPS that my order was being shipped back. But again, USPS took 2 weeks to deliver my order because of a mess up. But other than that, LGS was very fast, very fast. So really impressed with that. It took 2 business days for them to grade my order and ship it back. So let me move my stance and let's open it up. Again, very happy with the packaging. They double boxed it. Inside this white box, there's my my slabs. I'm not gonna do the grade reel just yet. Let me check something. Okay, sorry about that. I'm checking something real fast. So let's take this out and let's do this let's do this in reverse order. So let me take this out and let's start. So the first lab, or let me do this in reverse order and let me start from here. So, and I'll tell you why. So basically, we're going to look at the first lab as a Paul Pogba. So basically, my submission was mainly soccer and then 90 basketball cards. So Paul Pogba, French soccer player, LGS. I do like the slab. It looks very nice. They have the QR code and they have like a security sticker with the serial number of the card. Again, this is a Paul Pogba. So let's look at it. An 8. All right. So let's see why this card got an 8. I know my phone is a little fuzzy, so let me look at the subgrades. So we got a 10 in the centering. I believe 8 in the corners, 9.5 in the edges, and 8 in the surface. So basically, they have an algorithm. So basically, if your lowest subgrade is a 8 in that point, the highest grade overall grade you can get is an 8.5 unless there's two subgrades that match with each other. So if there's two 8s as the lowest grades, then automatically an 8. Now if there was a 7, that would have been a 7.5. That's how I understood it from the website. But overall happy. Again, this is a company that's not giving a lot. No, they're not giving 10s willy-nilly. This is an 8 and I'm actually happy with this. It's a nice looking card. Looks very nice. Let me pull it out of the... Ooh, wow. Okay. So we can actually look at the slab in hand. And again, a very clean looking slab. A very clean looking slab. Look at that. Very nice. A sturdy slab. Again, I like the hollow label. Very, very nice. All right. So that's a Paul Pogba. This is the FIFA Prism. I think it's numbered out of 135. That's very nice for my personal collection. All right, and also one thing, um, most of their cards have the englossed or the engraving legions, as you can see. I don't know if you can see it, but there's legions. Now, this is for cards with thickness of 35 point or less. So in this case, in this card, this is a patch card. So this has a thickness of, I believe, of 120. But in this case, these slabs do not have the engraving. That's what Matt told me from LGS. So in this card, in this case, I expect not to see the Legion's engraving, but if they have it, well, I'll be surprised then. But let's flip it. So this is a Jules Koundé. This is a patch out of 199. Let's see what we got. A 9.5. Very nice, very nice. Let's look at the subgrades. So 10 in the centering, 10 in the corners, 9.5 in the edges, and 9 in the surface. Nice, nice. Yep. As you can see, there's no engraving, but that's okay because they told me that less than 1% of their cards are thicker than 35 point. So totally fine, totally fine. Very nice overall. Very nice slab. Very impressed. Love it. Love it. Absolutely love it. So this is Mint Plus. Okay. So Kickstart. I know in my Instagram and TikTok, I asked if I should grade it. Um, I graded it anyways to see what type of score I'll get. I think my main concern was the centering. Let's see if the centering will cause like the biggest grading issue, but let's check it. Again, I like this card a lot. This Kickstart of Kevin Garnett. And we got a 9. Nice. A very nice card. I love this card. I love the hollow effect of this insert and also with the matching hollow of this label. Very nice. So let's see the subgrades. Centering 10, corners 9, uh, edges 8.5, and surface 9. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. Okay, another soccer card. All right. This one is of Ousmane Dembele from France. I collect a lot of French soccer players. So again, we got the security label and the QR code. Now the QR code takes you to the main website. Now one thing that I did talk to them about is a pop report. They don't believe in pop reports because they think pop reports are skewed, which makes sense because people can crack the slabs and send it to another company or resubmit it to the same company, which kind of messes up the whole process basically and the whole point of pop reports. So totally understand. I totally in a way I do agree with that, to be honest. Um, One other thing I do mention, which I'll mention again later, is that if they don't have a pop report, I feel like they should have like an online grading report. So instead of taking me to the homepage, they'll take me to the page of the card that tells me the grade and the subgrades in a way to like kind of verify it online. So I think that'll be a nice feature to add. That's one critique, one positive criticism that I give. But other than that, very nice. A 10, very nice. So we got Ousmane Dembele. So what we got here? So we got centering 9.5, corners 10, edges 10, surface 9.5. A very nice card. And this is a 10, a beautiful, beautiful 10 of Ousmane Dembele. Okay, okay, this is getting good. So we started out with an 8, then we got a 9.5, a 9. All right, next card. This is an Akeem Olajuwon. So again, let's face it, a 9. Beautiful card. Yes, this is the Flair Showcase of Olajuwon. Row 2. I thought it was very nice. Again, this card has this nice hollow effect. And I feel like if it would have gone right with the hollow of this label, like the hollow effect of the label. So with centering, we got 10, corners 9, edges 9, surface 9.5, or 8.5, I'm sorry. The font is a little small, but it's okay. Really impressed. Really happy. Okay, so as you can see, the first slab that I sent as a sample was Ultra Authentic of a Shaquille O'Neal rookie card. I had another one. Let's see what I got here. Ooh, another Altered Authentic. Dang. that's 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 funny. But totally cool. Again, I appreciate the honesty of the grading. Again, they're not giving tens willy-nilly. Now, I'm happy that they actually slabbed this one. So, usually if it's Ultra Authentic, they don't slab it, they give it back to you. But again, I appreciate slabbing this one. So, yeah, just an FYI to any of you guys who want to submit with LGS. If it's Altered Authentic, in the website, they say they give it back to you. Just a raw card, which I feel like it should be slabbed anyways if the user, or not user, the client requests for it. But again, totally understand, and I thank you, LGS, again for slabbing this anyways. I really do like this card. Even though it's Ultra Authentic, I like it. All right. Now this one, I believe, is the Kobe Bryant medallion, I believe. So let's check it. An 8, yes. Yes, this is the Fleer Ultra Kobe Bryant, and this card got an 8. So centering 10, corners 8, edges 8, surface 8. Very nice, very nice. A nice card to have, without a doubt. All right, so we have 3 more cards, I believe. So this is another Akeem, I believe. Yep, this is the Electric Court USA Olympic Basketball of Akeem Olajuwon. Let's see what we got. A 9, a beauty of a 9 right there. So we're centering 9.5, corners 9, edges 9, surface 9.5. Again, beautiful slab. And a great card to have, in my opinion. Okay. So we got 2 more cards. We got another Electric Court, this time of David Robinson from the U.S. Olympic basketball team, the 1996 team. So this one got a 5. Oh, wow. This one got a 5. What happened here? So centering a 10, corners an 8, edges a 9, and surface a 4.5. If I have to guess, it's probably because of the coloring. I don't know if you can see that in the video or on the camera, but I kind of guess. I thought that was the way of the card, and LGS can explain it to me if I ask, but I assume it's like the coloring. Somewhere in the coloring of the card was kind of off when I sent it, but I thought it was part of the card design. To me, surface, when I examine the card, sometimes surface is kind of hard for me to tell. If it's a scratch or dents, yeah, I can tell immediately, but if it's coloring, sometimes I question it because I wonder if it's a coloring, or it might not be coloring at all. But sometimes if it's coloring, I wonder if it's part of the card or if it's a defect. But it might not be coloring. I might be missing something completely. But other than that, again, 5. I appreciate the honesty here. Love it. 5, David Robinson. And one more. This one I'm going to pull out of the sleeve to show the slab. This is a Michael Jordan card. I believe it's a 1989 or 1990 All-Star team in Houston. So again, look at the clearness of the slab. Again, I love the security label, QR code to take you to the homepage. And just in case anybody wants to go, or I'll share it in the link or in the description. But the QR code will take you to the homepage. This is the Michael Jordan card from the All-Star game in Houston. I believe it's 1989 or 1990. But let's flip it. Let's see what we got. An 8.5. 8.5. Okay, so let's see. Centering 10, corners 8, edges 9.5, and surface 9. Okay, awesome card. Like again, look at the slab. Very clear. I love the slab. It feels very nice. Absolutely love it. And it feels again, the I appreciate the honesty in the grade again. As you can see, especially with this card, they don't give tens or high grades. They're honest with their grading, and I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. So, yeah, those are all 10 cards. And overall thoughts? Overall, I think LGS is a good company, a very good company. I do like their customer service, very fast. Every time I have a question, they email me within 5 hours. Grading in both situations, by the time I sent the card to the office in California, they grade it and send it back to me within 1 or 2 business days. So, and usually, ideally, if USPS doesn't mess up, I usually get from the time I mail my order, drop it off at the mailbox or at the postal service, and by the time it gets to my hand, it should take me about 2 weeks because I'm in the other side of the country. But again, they take 1 or 2 business days. On the website, they say they take up to 20 business days, but usually they do it a lot faster than that. And again, very happy of the grades, of the slabs, of the product. Very nice slabs. And again, I know there's a hot debate between these grading companies. And one thing I like about LGS is that they don't talk bad about the other companies. They say, hey, you can grade with us. All the point of this grading collecting is for the hobby, for the fun of it. And if I want to grade for value, they recommend other companies. But to be honest, and this is my hot take with grading, I know there's PSA, Beckett, and all these other big companies, but with all the stuff I'm hearing about, again, the pot reports being skewed, the grading being inconsistent, and now I'm hearing about quality control being bad, I'm sticking away from those companies, to be honest. I think I'll be sending more. No, not I think. I know I'll be sending more cards with LGS in the future. And even my bigger cards, if I ever get them, I will send them to LGS. Again, I appreciate all the things that they have done. Again, I got 10 free stands. Usually they cost $30 if I buy 10 of them, but they gave me all 10 of them for free. And yeah, if you guys are interested, I highly recommend them. I'll put the link in the description on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And if you guys, it's $8 per grading plus shipping, and depending how many cards you shipped, I think up to 10 cards is $15, and then $25 for 10 to 20, and then I believe it increments from there. But it's very, very affordable. So, really happy with the product. Thank you again, LGS, for this submission or for this order. Really, really pleasantly surprised and happy. All right. Hopefully, I'll do some more videos in the future, whether it'll be reviewing other grading companies or reviewing another order from LGS. But until then, guys, this is Kev Dossi Cards, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, this is me again. Just want to give a better conclusion to this because I looked at the order form and I realized there's some small notes. Um, I'm not gonna show my order form because it includes my personal stuff, but I can tell you that they left some notes for these 3 cards because I believe they're the 3 lowest graded cards, which is true. So we'll start off with this one. 8.5. So the note was mini ding left lower corner. So I don't know if it's in the front or in the back. It's a white card, so it's hard to tell if it's dinged. But I have to look at under the microscope. Maybe it's on this side. I don't know, but hey, again, I appreciate the honesty. So really like that a lot. So this Paul Pogba, this one says multiple indents on back. So again, have to look at it again. See the indents in this card. But again, appreciate the honesty and the grade. And this one, it says a big indent on surface, which so it wasn't the coloration of this card is the reason why. So that's not the reason why I got the grade. There's a big indent on the surface where I do not know. I need to find it. If it's a 5, it should be obvious, but I don't know. I really don't know where it is. So, yeah, but again, I appreciate the honesty. And again, I appreciate LGS, their service, the cards. Um, I forgot to give, I know I give a lot of praise. My only criticism, and again, I mentioned this before, is the QR code. I know, again, and I agree with the fact that pop reports are skewed, but I think it would be nice to have an online grading report to show like a digital version. Well, a digital photo of the card will be nice, but at the very least, the grade, the grading number, and the subgrades. I think that would be a major step up. And also another criticism, because I forgot, I get nervous behind the camera. This is my first time filming and talking. I think LGS, you guys should be very more involved with social media because I know with all these grading companies, all the grading companies, usually the ones that I am more interested in, they have more of a social media presence. So I think that there should be more posts about the stuff that you do, the company, if there's like an office tour or like the process that you guys do. I think that would be a huge, huge step up. I know Matt, and Matt is from LGS. He's completely honest. He tells me that LGS was founded by a former PSA employee, which boosts up the credibility of the company and the grades. Um, but they also tell me that they submitted about 5,000 cards, which to be honest, that's a little low. But I think if LGS, if you guys have more of a social media presence, I know that those number of orders will go up by a lot. And I'm here to help. If I send more cards, I'll definitely do more reviews, do more showcases, because I do want to promote this company. It's a very, very, I think, very underrated. This company, LGS, underrated for sure. Founded by a former PSA employee in 2023, that is. And so far, they've done 5,000 orders or 5,000 cards, I believe they created, from what I remember with my conversation with Matt. I think having the social media, again, big boost. And my other criticism is having an online grading report. So, but other than that, great grading company. I will definitely send more cards. I recommend that you guys too, if you guys want to sell or not sell, send some of your PC or even send to resell. LGS will not disappoint. I guarantee you that, guys. All right, this is Kev Dossi Cards signing out. See you guys.